The topic my team decided to research was weight loss for a 25-year-old male. We chose this topic because of our interest in coming up with ways to guide a 25-year-old person who has no experience playing sports to become a healthier individual. There are various ways to go about weight loss, and we want to be able to determine which would be best given the circumstances. Weight loss in certain people is incredibly important due to the life-threatening diseases that come from obesity and factors including confidence that take a toll on a person's mental state. There has been so much research done about this specific topic that we would like to dive into further. In terms of the environment, he lives in Valencia, Spain. He has access to a gym where he can weightlift and do cardio. In Spain, he has access to the path along the beach. He has access to the park, which runs through the city. And the climate in Valencia is pretty dry and doesn't get too cold throughout the year, but in the summer, temperatures do significantly rise, which is something to take into account. But knowing that he has access to a gym, that shouldn't be an issue. Our participant, as I said, is a 25-year-old male. He stands at 5 feet, 10 inches tall, and he is 220 pounds. He works a day job from 9 to 5 p.m., 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., but he is open to finding times before or after work to get his body moving. He is open to all types of exercise, from cardio to high-intensity interval training to strength training, and he is very motivated to reach his end goal, which is weight loss, and motivation is definitely key. The context, we wrote that running, cycling, swimming, and any other type of cardio is very important when it comes to losing weight. And in order to lose weight, the individual needs to make sure that they are eating healthy and in a caloric deficit. This man wants to lose 5 kilograms of body weight in 50 days, so motivation is needed in order for him to reach his goals, and thankfully, as I said, he does seem motivated to do so.
For the activity requirements, part of our project for our strength and conditioning program for a 25-year-old non-athlete is he must be able to move easily in everyday activities and preferably be young to be able to perform the program. He must have no injuries and all muscles must be able to be used, meaning that the core, the lower body, and upper body will all come into the program at some point, and he can't have any injuries in any of those to be able to perform the program. He also must be in a motivated mental state. We want him to be healthy, motivated. He can't be too stressed or anything because the hormones to lose weight are a big factor in losing weight. So we need him to be motivated and healthy, and a mental mindset, not just physically. The energy system used mostly will be aerobic, because that fits the program the best for weight loss, and also no heart problems, so we don't run into any problems during the program or anything really bad that could happen. So we have two types of training goals. We have general and specific. The two general goals is control the intake of calories and try to reduce weight at a pace of 1 kilogram per week. So in terms of the intake of calories, having a caloric deficit is the only way to lose weight. So controlling the intake of calories is key to losing weight, which is the ultimate goal, overall goal in our program. Also control the bad calories that we eat, especially useless ones like alcohol. Those are just empty calories that mean nothing. Second one, to reduce weight at a pace of 1 kg per week. This is a good way to set a pace on how much weight you want to lose. 1 kg is about 2 pounds, so 2 pounds a week. This is obviously more than 1 kg per 10 days because we want to set a goal that can push ourselves and see if we're working hard enough. The two specific goals is, the first one is reduce waist size and thigh size. Waist and thigh size have a lot to do with weight and overweight people. So if we can focus on reducing those two, that'll overall reduce our fat because that's where most people store fat. The second specific one is build mind to muscle connection and muscular endurance. Focusing on muscle to mind when you're working out can really be a key factor in losing weight and to promote muscular endurance. because as we build muscle, we'll lose fat.
So first of all, the individual is a non-athlete and in his mid-20s, which means his brain has developed some sense of strength and endurance. However, might have very basic knowledge and skill to execute. Therefore, the exercises have to be easy and progressively come from easier to harder exercises. As mentioned before, the individual is looking to lose weight, especially in waist and thigh size, which means a lot of cardio work targeting these areas more than others. Some good examples of a combination of strength and endurance exercises would be Tabata, or high intensity interval training, or Bring Sally Up challenge, or circuit training, and so on. So the first method that I've chosen is isometric method. It builds isometric strength, doesn't build muscle mass. And an example of an exercise would be a plank. So you could also vary this exercise with other movement, for example, leg raises or arm raises while you're in the planking position. And you should be doing this exercise 2 to 4 times, taking 2-minute rest between series, and taking into account the individual, it should be around 30 seconds per exercise. The next method is dynamic stress method. It builds strength and power, good for beginners for all ages, and the method will burn fat in the designated areas. An example of a workout would be leg exercises with dumbbells or whatever weight, resistance, and from 6 to 10 repetitions, 3 to 5 series, depending on the well-being of the individual, and a recovery time of 3 to 5 minutes. Preferably not passive recovery time, which means walking, jogging, or doing some kind of stretching to keep the muscles going. And the third method is intervallic intensive method. High intensity improves heart rate, improves heart in general, and body fat loss. An example would be high intensity interval training. This would improve the athlete's endurance and heart during exercises and in general. The main goal would be to burn fat, cardio-based, include more drills targeting thighs and waist areas, and it should have 2-to-1 ratio of work to recovery periods.
Again, we're gonna talk about 3 different tests to lose a weight. The first one is basket test, a test which consists of several smaller tests: squat jump, counter movement jump, tests a balaka, depth jump, and multi jump. Each small test causes a different result, which shows which muscles are stronger, which ones are weaker. As one of the goals is to reduce weight and size in the waist and thigh to a non-athlete, then we can make a test in start of the summer, and throughout the summer make the exercises during workouts progressively harder. For example, simple squats, strengthen inner muscles with resistance band to lose the fat around the thighs. Do exercise on abs and back to make your waist more stable and narrower. For non-athletes, the best exercises are with their own weight and resistance bands. And at the end of the summer, create a post-program assessment to see the results. The second one is a Cooper test. The test shows your physical conditions. The goal is see how much the athlete can run in 12 minutes. The test must be done at the same speed without acceleration or slowing down. The best for this test is that this is made for non-professional athletes. One of our goals is to increase muscular endurance, and for the start I put on a test athlete which didn't exercise every day. Then results probably would be very bad, because the muscles aren't built to keep fast pace all the time. The heart would be not able to pump so much blood. It started to hurt and would be tough to breathe, because runner will not know how to breathe correctly. To make better results on the test, he needs to run long but not fast to adapt the breathing. Also, it helps to go swimming and jumping with a rope. It will develop muscle endurance. And the last test is metabolic test, which measures the rate at which the body burns more calories during the sport activities or the rest. The test helps to make, after the test performance, the numbers that an athlete gets can help him make a program to lose weight in the waist and other parts of the body. Also, it will improve metabolism to not pick up more weight and keeping on track. After developed workout program by a trainer and following up intake calories, following all in balance helps to build a good physical condition. Gracias.